Hello everyone, my name is Dallas May. I'm going to talk to you about an old movie some of you are very much familiar with. It is part of the Jurassic Park series. I'm going to talk to you about some of the mistakes that were made in Jurassic Park 3. Now I know some people love that movie, some people hate it. Me, as a kid growing up, I loved that movie. But now it's one of my old favorites, now that they got the Jurassic World series coming out. Anyways, let's get into it. Now, this is one of the scenes that gets me. In Jurassic Park 3, there are 3 mercenaries, okay? Cooper, Nash, and Udesky. Now, this is a scene that this is a scene that really bothers me here. You'll see what I'm talking about. Alright, I don't know if you all can see this, but right about here, right before the Spinosaurus grabs him, it's a little blurred out. But if you go into the original footage and watch Cooper's death and look real closely, you can see that he has a holstered handgun. Alright? This is right before the Spinosaurus grabs him. On his right side, he has a holstered handgun. Now, this is a scene that really bothered me. Why the heck didn't he just pull out his handgun and shoot the stupid thing in the eyeball? I mean, if he did that, then it would have distracted it long enough for him to make a run for it. You know? I mean, if he shot the Spinosaurus in the eyeball, which would probably have been his best bet, I mean, shooting it in the face or shooting it in the arm or leg or anywhere else, that bullet would just bounce off. But I'd say shooting it in the eyeball would probably be his best bet. Because if he shot the thing in the eyeball, it would have distracted that thing long enough for him to make a run for it. Then he would have been alive later on and useful in the movie. On to the next scene. See, now this is another scene that bothered me. If y'all would look really close at the footage, you could see that Nash, the second mercenary, has a pistol grip Mervic 88 shotgun on his back. Here, let me see if I can get a closer photo of it. Right here, look, you can see it clearly, as plain as day. He's got a pistol grip shotgun. Now, this is a scene that also bothered me. Now this is where it bothers me. Now all that could have been avoided if Nash pulled out his shotgun and shot at the dinosaur. Okay? He wouldn't have been dragged out of that plane and killed if he just took the time to pull out his shotgun and shoot at the Spino. Then he would have had a time to be able to get to safety. You know? Then he would have been alive. Of course, there is another part of this scene that bothers me, which I'll show you in a minute. Well, actually, I'll show you now anyway. Let me skip ahead here. Okay, right about in this area. Now, when they're running away from the plane and the Spinosaurus is still attacking the plane, now, you see, even though Nash has died, Udesky still had a handgun. Now, if the fuselage on the plane was not destroyed, then Udesky could have took out his handgun and shot the fuel tank on the plane. But that's if it wasn't destroyed in the plane crash, which it probably was. But anyway, even if it wasn't destroyed, he could have took out his handgun and shot the fuel tank, blowing the dinosaur up. Then that would have ended that dinosaur right there. You know? right here, when they're all escaping, if the fuel tank is not destroyed, I'm not saying that it was, because none of us know if it was or not, probably, but while that thing was busy destroying the plane, if the fuel tank hadn't been if Udesky had shut the fuel tank, he could have killed the Spino right there. Because some of you may know this, some of you may not, but Udesky had a holstered handgun. Okay, those are three mistakes that I came up with, okay? 1, Cooper could have pulled out his handgun and shot the Spino in the eyeball, which would have gave him the opportunity to make a run for it. 2, Nash could have pulled out his shotgun and shot at the Spino, probably giving him the opportunity to escape. Number 3, Udesky. He had a holstered handgun, okay? If the fuel tank... Well, no one knows if the fuel tank on the plane was destroyed or not, but if it wasn't, he could have took out his handgun and shot the fuel tank and blew that Spinosaurus all to hell. Alright? Instead, when they come across the T-Rex, Udesky, the idiot, he tried pulling out his handgun, but, oops, drops it like a complete idiot. What the heck, Udesky? You're supposed to be a mercenary, not an idiot. If you're gonna hire a mercenary, hire the right ones. Not 3 idiots that would get killed in a matter of minutes. Me, if I was gonna hire freaking mercenaries to go looking for some missing person, I would have hired the freaking Expendables. At least I know they can get their job done right. Not 3 idiots that can get killed in a matter of minutes. Except Udesky lasted a little longer than everyone, but that was because he was running away. One sec. This right here. This is a HK-USP. It's actually a pellet pistol. See? It's not a real gun. But anyway, this is what Udesky's handgun looked like, okay? Now, if he hadn't been an idiot and, oops, dropped it like an idiot, he could have had a weapon to fight the raptors later on in the film. You know? I mean, come on. If he hadn't dropped his handgun like an idiot, he would have had a weapon to fight the raptors. And then he would have lived. But even so, even if he didn't survive, didn't anybody think to check his tactical vest for anything that was useful? I mean, right before Udesky got killed, hold on. Let me pull up a scene here and let me show you what I'm talking about. Now, right in this area. Now, Udesky had a whole backpack full of stuff. Now, I know he dropped it and no one probably knew where it was, but that's not what gets me. I mean, surely they might have known where it was. I mean, he wasn't really far from where he dropped it. He's probably 50 yards from where he dropped it. It wouldn't take but like 5-6 minutes just to walk back there after the raptors left. Walk back there and pick up whatever stuff he had. Carry on. See the whole backpack on his bag? Or on his back? Drops it. Right here. Now, hold on. Now, if you look real closely, right here, you could see a survival knife on Udesky's little tactical vest. Now, some of you are thinking, yeah, it's a tactical knife. What's it going to do to the little raptors? Well, for one thing, he can use it as a tool or a weapon. He could have sharpened spears, you know? I swear, no one in this game thinks. I mean, not game, but movie. I wish I played the game. I used to have the other old game, the old one. It was John Hammond's Jurassic Park game. I missed that game. Anyway, if anyone had thought to climb out of the tree when he was killed, they could have searched his body for anything useful. But no, they didn't. They just left him there. Hello? Tactical knife? He had a full tactical vest with all kinds of shit on him. And not one person thought to climb out of that tree and search his body for anything useful. I mean, come on, people. Think. You're in a frickin' survival situation. It's survival of the frickin' fittest. If I was in that situation, I would have climbed out of that tree after the raptors left and searched him. Because, 2, I could have made spears using that survival knife. Okay? I could have made a couple spears, and then they would have had either... Wait, 1 sec. I got choked almost. Anyway, they would have almost... If they had thought to get that knife off of him, they could have made spears, and they each would have had a weapon to fight the pterodactyls later in the film. Now think about that. Now who wouldn't want to see somebody try and fight pterodactyls with freaking spears? Sure, it may not be a freaking assault rifle, but give them credit, at least they're trying. In this movie, they don't even attempt. I mean, what the heck's wrong with these people? He had a knife. I could have easily made like 4 or 5 spears with that, just with one knife like this. And not one person thought to take it off his body. He's sharpened. Saw blade's sharp though, but the blade ain't. I could do that later. But that's not the point. Those people are idiots. No wonder why some of them got killed and injured. They're all a bunch of idiots. And let me show you what I meant by the plane incident. Right here. You see, if the fuel tank on the plane hadn't been destroyed, or if it was or if it wasn't, it doesn't matter. If the fuel tank was intact, Udesky could have pulled out his handgun and shot the fuel tank and ended the spiner right there. But yet no one thinks in these movies. But anyway, that's all the mistakes that I found in Jurassic Park 3. What was I going to say? Alright. June 22nd, Jurassic World 2, The Fallen Kingdom comes out. I am a lucky bastard. Well, I'm not a bastard, but I'm a lucky person. Because June 21st is my birthday. So, June 22nd, June 21st, I'll be going to the theaters June 22nd for a birthday gift to me. It's a birthday gift from me to me. Sort it out. If only there was some way I could take a couple of my friends with me. But some of my friends don't even live close to where I am. Z-Man, buddy, if you ever watch this video, if you lived near me, I'd be taking you to the movies with me. But I think you live somewhere in Ohio, I think, anyway. You either live in Ohio or somewhere close to it. I think. Anyway. Anyway, I'm going to enjoy going to the theaters June 22nd for Jurassic World 2: The Fallen Kingdom, and I have seen the trailers, and they look badass. I just hope people make some of the good choices instead of the stupid choices in Jurassic Park 3. Because in Jurassic Park 3, some people could have made the right choices and the smart choices, and they would have survived. But yet no one thinks in these movies. Me personally, if I was in Jurassic Park 3, I would have done out survived all of them. To tell you the truth. But anyway, if you liked the video, please hit the subscribe button below. Let me know if there's more I can do for you.